We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Hey, welcome back. Here we are doing it again. Another episode. What number would this be?
20.
Really?
I think episode 20. Yes,
Come on.
episode 20. Look at us.
Now I'm
Are
nervous.
you're positive of that?
I am 98% positive.
Okay, because I have no idea. I thought we were on 18.
No, this is 20.
Man, losing track.
Look at
But
us.
it's a good thing. We're keeping it coming. Thank you, loyal Pride members, for sticking with us. Make sure you rate and review on Apple Podcasts, as well as subscribe there. And if you want to watch us, look at our pretty faces. YouTube, baby. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And remember, what do we got going on right now? We got a Patreon. We have a Patreon page for The Lions Den. It's patreon.com/thelion'sdenpod. Go there, become a member for some exclusive content that you won't be
Yeah.
able to see anywhere else other than there.
Never see it anywhere else.
Right?
Ever.
Be a cub, a lion, or a Mufasa.
Yeah, the Mufasas are the ride or dies.
Yep, Mufasa's of the Ryan die. You get all of it.
Yeah, you get everything.
We get our real pain, our anger.
And if you saw in the last episode, put the our producers were in the end
Yep.
credits. And if you watched that in the last episode, so that's what you get. You're a producer of the
Thank you
podcast.
for helping us. Thank you for supporting us. Right before we started this, Jason, we were talking about, there's a couple things I want to bring up, but we're going to open with this. We were talking about Will. Will got cocky because I said
Will,
he had
yeah,
good
yeah.
arms here when he did the clap.
And then he said he was
brought up,
jacked. He said he was
getting
jacked. And I said it reminds me of those young kangaroos, those buff kangaroos.
Yeah.
Will's just like a ripped kanga. And he's got, how do those kangaroos look like they're on steroids? They have veins.
Oh, that's the
They
dream.
got the veins going.
By the way, the dream is to get the bicep vein.
I have that.
That's the fucking dream.
I have that.
Do you?
Nah. Yeah.
Wait, was
he
that
does.
Naha or Yaha?
Nah, yeah. I got it.
It
you're
sounds like
doing
no.
No, I got it.
I like that.
Nah.
I want to play that game for a second.
Nah.
Do that. Yeah, I like that impression. Ask
What are we
me if
doing?
I have veins on my...
B, do you got veins? You got the bicep veins?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No.
That lie where your mouth is open.
Yeah, you guys, both your mouths are so open. I feel like you're lying.
That's what he was doing. That's what I meant. I didn't explain the game. Hey, Jason. Jason. Is it true you have an 8-pack?
Got one of those?
Really? Is it true you could dunk?
Been dunking since day one. Day one of what? I don't know. But yeah.
Where does that come from? Beaker.
When people
Beaker.
go-
Beaker.
When people go up an octave on their line.
That's a lot.
Dude,
of
that's
octaves.
Beaker, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Beaker for sure.
What was his boss's name? Bunsen? Professor Bunsen and Beaker?
Wasn't it the honey? Yeah.
He had the chin that went like the fucking... the no fucking chin.
Oh, fuck.
Also, people with... I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend people with no chins. I'm not trying to do that at all. If you're a chinless piece of shit, I'm so...
Why did you look at me?
I don't know because you looked at me.
No, you looked at
You guys
me.
have
but-
chins.
No.
My biggest... the thing I feel most...
Like just no. Anyways,
The thing I feel the worst about for people with no chins, the thing I sympathize the most with people with no chin is how do they change a pillowcase? I want to know, how do people with no chins
like
change or fold a towel? Like, how are you doing it?
You know, honestly, in my act, the reason I bring Beaker up about the no chin thing, it's actually a true story of a girl told me. She goes, "You have no chin. You're like Beaker on a bus."
That's
horrible.
That's why I have
that's
chin
the
anxiety.
that's why it's you still have it. That
Wow.
kind of shit sticks
Oh,
with you for
100%.
I mean, I was like in 4th grade, and I was like, "What the? You're not supposed to think about your chin in 4th grade." But that's why I look like Brad Pitt and people. I go, "Man, that's a good chin." That's why he looked right at me when you said no chin.
Both of you kind of
well, because I knew he was. I felt him looking at me, and I looked at him. I said,
That's not true. This
because
is
you can't
Will.
look at me because
Oh, goddamn you and your
Chin.
fucking.
jaw, bone structure.
I realized. I definitely realized as we're getting older that like
Isn't it amazing?
the jawline's so important. I never
But in
like
4th
until
grade, you
older.
shouldn't think about
I know
that. And
totally.
and this bitch ruined me. Thank God I was able. Fuck her, Sherry Chung.
Right. Whoa!
But bitch.
Bitch.
Either way,
Look at that chin now.
it gave me material later
Yeah.
when I bring up like the weird kids with like, you know, why do you look like Beaker? And I say that in the act. But that really happened to me where all of a sudden I'm going, huh, that's why I have the beard. And like now I just tried to shave and I don't have enough of a mustache. Same. What do you call it?
Crustache. A little crusty.
Crustache. I have a little.
Yeah, a little crustache. A little
white
chocolate
cell.
milk. Looks like you're drinking chocolate milk out of a glass.
This is my impression of me on every red carpet I've ever had to do. Ready? To this camera.
Or isn't that the still frame from your stand-ups thing? Didn't
Can I
they
talk
use
to you
that for the
outside?
thing?
It is. No, people were sending you that.
Oh yeah, that fucked me.
But they did it on the. They actually did it. 'cause
I
remember
know they
in
use it as the billboard because I said it in my act. I go, I think I look really hot, and then as an improv, I just said it was on the stand-ups season 2, episode 5.
Get 'em.
I said, but all they're gonna use on the banner is this,
Yeah.
and then I look
That
at
was it.
Netflix, and that's all that's out there.
Yeah.
And so people who don't know me just see, who is that egg?
Did you wait? Did you regret that a little
Beaker.
bit when
No.
they made it the banner? Were you like, fuck? Why
No,
did I do
because
that?
I don't regret it if I'm trying to be ugly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
only
the ones
hate-
where you're accidentally ugly.
This is why I'm happy that Facebook took a back seat. Because remember in Facebook, you get tagged in something, and it's always like
Yeah.
this shit where
Yep.
it's like, why'd you have to tag me in
Right.
this shit?
Why do
Andy
you have to tag
Cozell
me?
always tagged us in shit. I'm going to blame him for
Yeah,
some of this.
Yeah.
But isn't it amazing how certain things from your childhood stick with you forever?
Yeah.
I'm 49 years old, and I will never forget the school bully, Eli Bohm. We talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
He called me a clown. He said it in such, like, down his nose at me. He's like, you know what? You're just such a clown.
Ooh.
And walked away, and I'm like, clown? But now what? Guess
you-
what? I'm a fucking clown, and I
Yeah,
get
but do
paid
you
for
think
it.
that's why you didn't do it then? You think if you're
No, I don't-
deep-seated, like it took you a whole career prior to that?
No, we've talked about why I did the other careers, because I had kids young.
Because you're so cool. and
Yeah,
shit.
I had to make sure they had
Oh,
food
by
in
the
their
way-
little fucking mouths.
Speaking of quarantine, I want to get in this for a second. LA Originals we were talking about. And
Oh, that new
talk
documentary
about
on
how
Netflix.
he used to dress. I wish we could find a photo. Talk about how he used
Oh
to
yeah,
dress.
yeah. We were
His
talking about
wife
how he used to
changed
dress.
how he-
Well, I kind of would wear stuff like this. I'd wear a flannel but baggy pants. Always.
Yeah.
I was always in a white t-shirt,
Yeah.
white t-shirt, baggy pants, and like a Carhartt workman's jacket or like a Ben Davis workman's jacket.
Damn it.
Always. And I remember Elaine, when we were kids, she would go, you know, you could wear colors, right? There's different colors that you could
You
wear.
know, there's colors.
You don't have to always wear jeans, and it was always Dickies,
Mm-hmm.
creased. Always got to have them creased.
Yeah, he was.
Do you?
Yeah,
He was hood as shit.
It's not really. I don't know if it's hood or just L.A. Like I'm L.A. through and through.
Yeah.
Like I was born in Santa Monica
Remember
at
when you
St.
used to pick
John's.
her up though? Like,
Yeah, I was always rocking. Like I was always. Dude, like my first car was a lowrider. Like my first car was a 1987 Chevy Silverado short bed pickup, bam, on the ground. And I was always rocking Cypress Hill and white t-shirt, Ben Davis
What
jacket,
hair?
Dickie. Good hair, always going back. Did I mention it was good?
jet black. We could
Short
see
on the sides, dark brown hair going back, and I had the goatee, like the line goatee. Oh man, I was.
And remember when you would
G'd
pick up
up.
the lane, all the gangsters next to it. Yo, Long Beach.
Oh yeah. My wife lived in a different area. She lived in Whittier, California. She was raised in Whittier, LA. And whenever I would go pick her up or something by to her house, her next door neighbors, these OGs would be like, they called me Long Beach. Who's on Long Beach? And I was like, fellas.
Yeah.
And I'd go in the house.
Gentlemen?
Now let's do a hard cut for the fans to me at my bus stop. You look like Beaker. And then the Will's childhood, like, dear diary.
Yeah.
Today I lost Snuggles.
Yep.
He was a cute fish.
William.
William, time for dinner.
Come
And then-
inside. But he was never too far from the house.
No.
Inside the yard of the white picket
Oh
fence.
yeah, can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon style.
Nice. But yeah, dude, what have you speaking of that shit, what else? I'm watching so much stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're in the house alone, not alone. You are, but not me. But
Yeah.
I have a family, but that loves me. But two dogs at the same time, watching whatever I want to watch. Are you enjoying the show, dogs? And they're like, I'm like, yeah, good boys.
No, Jack goes, yes. And then the other one goes,
Leave Bugsy alone. Bugsy's nuts.
him.
But you know what I started watching again?
what?
Mad Men.
Oh.
Mad Men, you told me this. It was the first.
It was the first show. I mean, this is the shit that no one cares about that I realize when I have conversations that I'm nerdy about. But it was the first actual fictional pilot that AMC did. So no one knew it was
Yeah.
going to be a hit. And they spent a fortune on it. And that's where John Hamm came in, all this stuff. But
Yeah.
you
But I
started
started
it.
watching it again from season 1.
Yeah.
And it's like unbelievable. It's, first of all, hilarious. And I don't know if they were doing it on purpose because it's not a comedy.
No.
But
not
it's
at all.
to me, it's the way they talk about women. It's like, Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I remember one scene with a guy, they were talking about this ad for this product, and the guy goes, "We got to make it easier so that women can do it too," was one
Yeah.
line. And they had called him honey and sweetheart all the time.
yeah.
So much sexual harassment in the office.
So much.
I mean, so much sexual harassment.
So much
in the
drinking
office.
and smoking. in
And
that
they
show.
drank and smoke in every scene that
Yeah.
someone's lighting up a cigarette. There's a scene where one of the female characters, she's going to her gynecologist appointment, and she's in the straps or the stirrups or whatever you call them, and he lights up. And then he says this to her. He says, "Slide your fanny closer to me."
What?
Yeah. But then I thought, because they're drinking and smoking so much, everybody in 1960 had to have a headache.
Yeah.
They had to always
Yeah.
have a headache. I mean, they are slowly killing themselves.
Yep.
It's
And-
crazy.
And honestly, off what you're saying too, it's comical in the sense because we didn't grow up then, but the
Well, I
writers
kind of
were,
almost did.
the writers were dramatists, and that actually is how they talked to women and dealt with things in the drinking, and it's like,
Unbelievable, man.
so it's almost comical just in the sense of like, no way you talk to somebody like slide your
Yeah.
fanny
Bro.
closer to me.
So
The
ridiculous. You're
stuff
like,
that they say and how they acted back then, and I was like, if anybody said that, to
I was gonna say, I
anyone-
wonder if that show could be made now the same way.
I can't say.
Well, what
this,
it's doing
though.
is it's shining a light on it, and
Yes.
it is definitely they're not making it a positive thing. It's almost like, look how fucked up we were in 1960.
Sure.
You know,
Is that
And-
was that what you were gonna say?
Well, no, I was gonna make a joke, but actually, I'm happy that I didn't. 'Cause I'm gonna do it now.
do it. Go. This is what. Hold on. Disclaimer. This is a joke, and his views nowhere near reflect my views or Will's view or the viewer.
What I was gonna say, as the brother to a brother who's an OBGYN, who happens to be gay and
I don't know if we've talked
flamboyant,
about this.
I think that's the only way you could
He
get
could
away
do
with
it.
smoking a cigarette and going, slide your fanny closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Gay OB going.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. Ooh, someone's been eating too much pie. Slide your fanny this way a little bit.
Girl, do this.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
See?
He's so
Okay. I
cute.
don't
But
regret
yeah,
it
it's a
then.
trip, man.
That's
No, I'm
what
glad we
went
went
through
back.
my
No,
mind.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I remember growing up. I was born in 1971.
Yeah.
And so when I was a kid, it was still the 70s. And I remember every Christmas we would go to we would go on Christmas Eve, we would go to my dad's side of the family
Yeah.
and do Christmas Eve with them. And then on Christmas Day, we would go to my mom's side. And for some reason on my mom's side, we would always go there. And to this day, the smell of cigarettes reminds me of being a child on Christmas because
Yeah.
everybody was smoking. I mean, there was cigarettes at the table. Just ashtrays everywhere, and that was just how it was back then. I mean, I grew up where you had the big giant. When I was a little kid, we had the big giant piece of furniture television sitting on the
yeah,
floor,
yeah.
and like those old really cool stereos that like was like a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
It was like a
was like a coffee table
like a
slash-
credenza,
Yeah.
like a credenza that opened up, and there was a record player in there, and I remember we had that kind of stuff. But yeah, those cigarettes were just so like it was just what you did.
Did you guys ever?
These aren't bad for
And
you.
what? By the way, you're Irish and Italian, or
No, Italian? Are you kidding me? That'd be amazing.
well, because you dad.
Mamma mia, bottarina, money.
Well, because dad was
Oh,
Christmas.
you are Italian.
Yeah, big time.
Dad was Christmas Eve. You're saying
Collings, Christmas Eve, and then
Christmas Day is mom's. side.
so fitting, White. That was my mom's maiden name. White on Christmas Day. Yeah, and it was always a long drive because we lived down in Long Beach, and my dad's side of the family was in like the Agora area, like
Yeah.
just and it's in
Which is like for our
Thousand
audience, like an
Oaks.
hour and a half away.
yeah, Thousand Oaks, Sherman Oaks, Thousand Oaks area, and then mom's side was like even further up by Magic Mountain, like Santa Clarita area. This place, it was
Which
the
one
area
do you
was
like
called
more?
Saugus. I liked them both the same. But you gotta understand, my brother and I were the youngest of the grandkids and nephews and stuff, and we were identical twins. We got a lot of
attention.
special treatment. Yeah.
Did
we
you
got
have
a
any
lot.
cousins running around with you and shit?
Yeah, but they don't matter.
You
I'm just kidding.
guys were-
but
you were
for-
the magic trick.
Yeah, for the longest time, my closest cousin in age is my cousin Garth, Dr. G. What's up, D? He's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
And then his sister is a couple years older, Kirsten, my other beautiful cousin Kirsten. But then my uncle remarried and had other kids. So now I have first cousins who are younger than me, and that's
Yeah.
my buddy, my cousin, buddy. They are buddies, but cousins also, Jeremy and Travis. By the way, follow Travis Collings on Instagram. He's been doing this really cool thing for the quarantine. I'm shouting you out because he does this thing of the quarantine. What does he call it? The cocktail. He's teaching you how to make certain kind of cocktails
Was he a
at
mixologist?
home with things that you have at home. And it's called the Quarantine Cocktail Hour or something like that. But Travis Collings, my last name, Collings.
Is that the
First name,
at?
Travis. Yeah, Travis Collings on
Put it
that.
right here, Will.
It's really cool what he's doing. And he's getting a lot of people. He's doing it every week now.
Yeah.
And so he's getting a lot of people interested. He's teaching you how to make some certain cocktails.
Kind of makes me mad as shit that we didn't come up with that for the Lions Den, to be honest with you.
I know,
That seems like
I
a
know.
good ass thing that people would want to.
I know, but go look at that. It's fucking cool. He's
So
doing,
you're
he's doing
Irish, though.
margaritas. He's doing. I'm like Scotch Irish.
Scotch
and then
Irish.
and then my dad's side is they're from like, UK,
R&B?
England, and then like, but then we also have the Native American side of my family
Yeah.
that's just
That's where you get the
from
hairline.
here. Yeah,
Fucking fuck.
yeah.
And
I'm
Will
good,
is-
dude. I'm good looking. It's crazy.
What was one of my favorite things in Space Jam, where Bill
Space
Murray,
Jam.
I know, Michael Jordan documentary is coming out. That's all I have.
What if he thought Space Jam was a Michael Jordan documentary?
You know the Michael Jordan documentary?
You know the Michael Jordan documentary, Space Jam? A lot of
with
special.
Bugs
Daffy
Bunny
Ducks.
and
Is,
stuff.
Daffy Duck's in it. They made an appearance.
Are you telling me I can't go through a fucking hole on a green and not find
No.
you nuts? I'm done with this. My favorite thing, I was about to make a joke about Will, but I was taking a long walk. But one of my favorite things was Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Bill Murray playing golf together right before he gets stuck through the hole. And Larry hits the shot, Michael hits a shot, Bill hits the shot, and he says to Michael Jordan, he goes, look, with the NBA and everything going on, you're going to need some stuff. And he goes, Bill, we don't need you. And he goes, why? Because I'm white? And he goes, Larry's white. And he goes, Larry isn't white. Larry's clear.
Larry's translucent.
Which I thought was such a Bill Murray thing to
so
say.
funny.
That's so funny.
And I was
You
going
know,
to
I
give you
never-
that credit. I was like, he's clear, so we don't know where he's from.
I've never watched that
long
movie all the way through.
Of
It was
course,
on in my house because of my kids, but I never
because
really...
you're an adult.
Yeah,
When it came out, it was perfect for me and Will. It was
Oh,
that.
when did it
Loved
come
that
out?
thing? It was like it had to be.
98,
I know exactly when.
maybe?
He had just lost the conference championship to the Orlando Magic right
Nerd.
when he came back from playing
Nerd.
basketball. And during that summer, he shot on the Warner
Nerd,
Brothers
nerd,
lot
nerd.
where he brought everybody in. So it had to be 95,
Nerd.
96.
He's a fucking nerd.
96.
Yeah.
96.
Nailed
So in 96, when he shot that movie, when nobody knew. Sorry, I'm going to nerd out for a second. God damn it. You know that's a clip, by the way. Michael Jordan comes back from basketball and goes nuts. Thinks he's just the greatest player of all time, and I'm not going to argue that with anybody. But he loses, gets a ball stolen from him from Nick Anderson with Orlando.
Nerd.
And I just remember it. This is all my childhood. So that summer, he shoots Space Jam right before that movie comes out. And what he did is he built a gym on the set because he's like, I'm not in basketball shape. He invited every star player to come pick up basketball with him, like play pickup. Who's going to turn Jordan down?
Right.
What he did, what he was secretly doing was, I want to know how to fuck all you up. So it was the dumbest thing they could have done because they spent the 3 months shooting a movie. He had this gym.
Yo, that's
Oh, wow.
funny.
And that's why the next year, he knew everybody's move.
Evil genius. That's some
and he
evil
was
genius
like,
shit.
That's dope.
I'm going to fuck all you up. So he's
96?
shooting a movie
Wow.
doing that. And
96?
Yeah.
That's
and then
dope.
They
He's
did
wa-
their next three-peat.
Trying
Did
to
you say
fuck
96
Bugs
or
Bunny up,
98?
too.
Came out in
96.
96. But they shot it in 95, and he lost in that little mid-year, which, by the way, he came back halfway through the season and brought them from the playoffs and from the 7-speed to the 1. But I'm not going to get into it. He could have won 11 championships if fucking Jerry Krause didn't ruin that team.
Dork. Nerd.
I know. But really, we're going to have that? Every mall we go to, you got to stop by to look at an R2-D2.
That's true.
Good point. Good point.
I'm not saying I'm not a fucking
We're
nerd.
all nerds.
We're nerds. We nerd out on our shit.
Nah, but not me, though.
Here's why I wasn't watching it. 1996, my youngest was a year old, so I was raising a family.
That's why you wouldn't watch Space Jam. That's my point. Is like, you
But
are a grown
I remember
man.
buying Space Jam stuff for them. For
God, what a fucking
Christmas.
marketer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, it's just, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Well-
96, you were, what, 10?
I was actually 31. I was just thinking when I'm saying this, like, I keep thinking Will's like a year younger than me.
Oh no, he's a lot younger.
I think he's just
You're
pretending. You didn't watch
old.
Space Jam, did
Of course I did. So much. I was
you?
like
Man,
a
Crib.
stop
He was
yelling at
cribbing.
us.
That was actually. Actually, you're not wrong. I was 3 when it came out, but I watched it so many times when I was a kid.
Jesus
so much.
Christ, how
So
old
I've
was I
seen
in
it
96?
100 times.
Wasn't there like a popular song in it?
Shit,
or
I was
something?
10. I believe I can fly.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
That's what
the
it
first
was.
time I heard it for sure.
Oh, new
Oh.
new season coming out. Surviving R. Kelly 2. How the fuck did they come up with a 2?
Yeah.
We fuck. Oh my, Surviving R. Kelly.
I realized when I
2.
was singing it. It's exactly. That's why I
I
looked at you.
believe I can fly.
Because we were just talking about it right before this.
There's some pretty funny R. Kelly memes.
Seriously,
out there, by
what's
way.
the 2?
I don't know. I mean, maybe more people coming forward.
Yeah,
I can
you
look
got
it up.
Google.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
What's the 2 about?
You know, he's trying to get out.
He was trying to get out,
He's
right?
trying to get out because of the COVID-19.
Is he in jail right now?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Oh, okay.
well we're gonna have
Yeah.
to stop excusing age at this point.
If
like,
I
this
saw a
is current
meme that
events.
said,
Yeah, I didn't-
I
I
saw a
wasn't
meme that
sure.
said, R. Kelly trying to get out due to COVID-19 concern, and then somebody said, yeah, but he'd be okay with it if it was COVID-14.
Yeah, you sent me that meme. That was fucking hilarious.
It looks like it's something to do with like it's like his the criminal case gains momentum in this
Oh,
follow
man.
up to a powerful docuseries. So I think it's probably more
I-
about maybe like I didn't see the first one.
I'm a
but
sucker
maybe it's
for
like
that
a,
shit.
Maybe it's like a follow up to see like the case, like what
Maybe.
ended up happening. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's
By
what
the
it kinda
way,
seems
side
like.
note, I Believe I Can Fly is this the thing that me, you, Dalia, and Bobby Lee and everybody at the diners used to try to sing seriously. Remember
Yep.
Dalia brought that game to us? Like,
Yep.
Try to
I
s-
believe
That's
I
the
can
song, right?
fly. It was one of them. It was whatever we wanted at first.
oh, yeah.
And what's the wait? You should explain what the game is.
Okay,
for-
the
for-
game is this. We would be sitting around and we would go, okay, serious singing, not jokey
Not
singing
jokey.
like actually try to sing beautifully
it.
and be real.
Yeah.
And there was just something so annoying about that, about watching somebody do that that's not a singer.
And it's so vulnerable.
It's
though,
the
when
most
you're-
vulnerable thing, right? Yeah.
Like when we tried to have you do it, but
Yeah.
you all of a sudden got lockjaw to do it.
I had someone actually.
Somebody posted about
I know.
it.
Well, someone tweeted
Said
us
it was cringeworthy.
that they were like, no. They were like, I felt the anxiety. Like
Yeah.
I felt that from you.
I mean, imagine me and Brent just watching you going,
Yeah,
do
it's
it,
the most
do
anxiety.
it. And it was, what song was it? One of those dumb songs.
Well, I
that you
couldn't
like?
figure out when to sing, and then you guys were like, just do a Drake song or some shit like that.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
you're in love with
or
him.
whatever. No,
I'm going to do it just to, and shout out to, by the way, I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to have Krista Lee on Zoom on this show.
Whether he likes it or
Show.
not.
Whether he likes it or not, dude. He's doing
He
it.
just walks in his room. Hey, what?
That-
Go, your turn.
No, wait a minute.
Nah,
Don't make
nah,
no.
you can't do it, dude.
I can't.
You
So
can't.
Don't make me follow that.
You can't do what I do. Try to just like I do.
Do that thing I can.
Hey, 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 you don't have control of your voice, Brent.
Oh, that is equally.
You don't have control like I got control of my voice, Brent.
That's equally as frustrating as this bullshit that you did with the thing.
You don't.
Oh, don't do it
have
together.
control.
Don't do it
You
together.
don't have what I got. You only have what you got, and it's not as good as what I got.
I said prior to this, we were talking behind the scenes, and Jason did this to his face, and I said that all that makes me think about is like if somebody slept with my ex-wife, and I
The
wouldn't
guy
care
said
if I
it.
found the sex tape or whatever, but if he did this,
I went
whatever
like-
this fucking
I said
Quill
something like, you know what
pen.
you don't got, Brent. It was like this. I go, you know what you don't have is.
yeah, and I said that would make me more mad than somebody fucking my wife. Now add that to the singing.
Brent, why do you think I slept with your wife? What do you think it is?
What?
Do you want to know why your wife slept with me?
I don't even know why we're talking. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot myself. Now add the singing to that.
Your wife wanted this. She didn't want that.
Oh.
No more.
Stop. What'd you do?
I want you to do serious singing.
Yeah.
We've done this before, but I want to hear like beautiful.
It has to be the same song this time, though, and he has to do it, though.
It's got to be a song we all know.
Yeah. But something that's immediate, like 5-7 seconds. That's why I believe I can.
Well, that's a good one, but
I don't know
No,
that song.
a different one. You know every song. What's a good?
I only know I believe I can fly.
All right, let's just
from
do that
that
one.
song.
Let's,
I don't know like. Oh
yeah.
oh, you don't know? No.
I don't know the words. But who knows what words are in R&B anyways.
No. You can't.
What I can see.
You can't joke about singing while you're singing.
I
good.
can do it. I believe I can fly.
Oh my god.
I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day.
All I'm
Birds.
picturing is the
Your turn.
fictional guy fucking my wife doing this in front of me, and I have
Doing
a son that we have
miming
to
birds?
share. A son that we have to share, going, birds,
Be
birds,
my dad.
dad. Bye, Brent. What? What?
You've never called me by my first name.
I could do it too. I believe.
No, that's
Get out
screaming.
of
That's
sir.
screaming.
We have children.
All right, got it. Then Will's next. Go ahead, Brent.
No, okay.
That was
We'll
it.
just-
That was
no.
That was real singing. That
No,
wasn't real singing.
no. I believe I can fly. We'll just do the chorus.
Excuse me, bro.
I'll start it. I'll go. Just I believe I can fly. But the most serious. You got to
Go.
be emotional. Find all. Here we go.
Feel that you really believe you could fly.
This is why this is okay. Everybody just stop.
And
I believe.
bad, really bad, so bad.
You saved me. That was too real.
See, you don't see. You belt. I believe that shit. I'm like,
It's
I
not about that. It's about the
believe.
most.
Hey, I believe I can fly.
I just
Crap.
By the way, I'm dying. No, but you just feel all the emotion you've ever felt. Now you go. Yeah, there you go. But really feel it.
I believe I can fly. I already did it.
I want to hear him do it.
Go
Really feel it.
Will.
Everything
Very,
you're
like,
going
really
through.
feel it.
Everything you're going
Go.
through. Quarantine moments. Your family. Your mom doesn't love you. She told
All right.
me.
Nope.
Like,
Did she?
we talked.
Yeah, we talked.
Your dad is like, it's not my son, even though you look like a lot of
God.
things.
Your dad
going
just keeps
on.
texting me, help him.
I have so many questions.
Help
now.
him.
Fuck. It's a whole other thing.
Yeah, why does your dad keep texting me sorry every day?
Yeah, what's that about?
Is
Hold
that
on
why
to
he's not
that.
texting me back?
Holding on to that.
Yeah. Hold on to that and
Wait, say it, and then wait. Say,
Close your eyes and
say,
find you.
Say the thing about my dad, and then I'll start saying.
yeah.
Okay, your dad doesn't love you.
I believe. I can...
Bad.
No. And also, you didn't believe it.
I was trying to.
I
do it
like
right
this.
after
I
that.
like
Hold
this.
it.
Well, I was
by
trying
the
to, because I was trying to
way.
like
And then
just
the hip.
so.
I
What is this?
believe
I was trying to
I
do
can fly. Yours should be, I believe I can sing.
Nice.
Think about it in the summer and spring. I don't know.
I
Does it have to rhyme?
I don't know. Who even
Just-
knows
just-
what the fucking song goes?
really feel it, and we'll take a. We won't speak.
I won't say anything.
All
like
the
when-
hatred you have for us, the shit we've
Yeah.
been, the smooth bully and all the bullshit.
You know, but you
Put it
know,
together.
hey, and you know you can fucking sing.
Okay. All right.
And
So
close your
really
eyes.
believe, like
Really
really,
feel
really
it with your
believe
eyes
it.
closed
Yep.
first before you hit the mic.
But Jay's just gonna cut me off probably.
I'm not gonna cut you
No,
off.
no,
Hey,
no,
hey,
stop
look,
it.
look.
Oh boy.
Hey, both of us.
God, it's so hard to do it seriously because it's so ridiculous.
That's why you gotta get.
Okay.
to
All
it.
right. Hold on.
We're not here. We're not here.
Yeah, we're not here.
I like how you're. I don't like that
you
Brent's
do it?
closing his eyes. Also.
I
didn't see that until
I
the end.
closed my eyes so I didn't laugh. I'm trying. We're not here.
Okay.
We're not here. Really
We're
feel
not
it,
even
though.
looking.
You
Okay.
Take 10 seconds. Get there first.
All right. You guys also don't have your headphones in, but I don't know if that matters. Okay. It's so hard to take it
ridiculous.
seriously.
Will you shush him?
Yeah.
Feel it, love it, believe it, go.
God, fuck this game. I'm trying to figure out if I should belt it or do it
Can you
soft.
stop? It sounds like you're wearing leather pants. Could you just... As I squeak.
Yeah, what is this?
All right,
good
all
money
right,
for
everybody, God damn it, we're too silly. Go ahead.
All right. Let me get. Hold on.
No, I'm gonna help you. Here you go. Ready? Wait.
Well, now we can't say
Doesn't
anything.
matter. This is for you. This is for you.
Yeah, but we need it for the cameras, though, right?
We don't need it because for the
I
listeners.
bet you can still see it.
Now you gotta feel you.
Okay.
Feel you. We're not here.
I believe.
No, that's not real. Find
No,
you.
here's the thing. I think it is real. He's just not good.
Oh,
Go ahead.
God damn it! You have no soul.
No soul in your soul.
I was trying.
Jesus Christ.
Give me 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
No.
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 Will, you're all right, dude.
By the way, can I just say a side note? I turned the lights off for the people that are just listening, and Jason's silhouette was the beast in my room when I was a child. Like it was. You just looked majestic.
Because I got my lion's mane going.
But
This also got
the lighting was.
This got so dark. I don't know how dark it gets in here.
I know.
Jesus.
Well, I do.
Well, sad. Sadness. Sadness.
Um,
That'd be an interesting subject to talk about.
What?
some of those nights we've had on the road. Should we? No.
I don't know. We can.
Maybe on the bonus one.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be
good
fun.
Patreon. Or
Because I got some stories about...
incentive for the Patreon type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You say incentive?
Mm-hmm. Like get the Patreon people, get you to do Patreon, basically.
We should, yes. Anything to get you to do that, guys. Although I'm a little concerned about screen real estate. Real estate on the screen for all the producers.
Oh yeah, I'll have to figure.
I feel like we're gonna run out of room for that one. It's just gonna be like tiny little. That's the goal, by the way. Or we'll just give you a second card. Is that what they call it?
I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
What is that called when you have a thing?
Yeah, let's not limit the amount of producers though.
Brent, you know the card.
Title card?
Title card. That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a big deal too? Like if you get your own in the biz.
Yeah, that's some stupid thing they do with agents where they go, and by the way, we got you an Brent Morin.
I've always thought about that. Is that a thing that
It is a big
that they're like, oh, we got you an and or a with
We
credit?
said part of the thing is like they're going to pay you this, but they can't do, you have to at least be the third title card.
That's a question I have for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mentioned that I'd watched Hunters.
Yes.
Arguably the biggest name on that show is who?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. So when they did the credits, it was everybody, and then at the end of it,
Yeah.
they went with.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yes.
bigger deal?
Huge deal. For agents, it's a way
Wow.
to kind of stroke their ego, but it's also just, it's something they do. Like you always see the movies or TV shows with or and Samuel L. Jackson or with. It's kind of like an honor. It's so stupid.
But that holds more weight, right? Like the and with. Is
Yeah,
like
and every
it's like,
contract
oh, I
I've
get
done,
the with.
Every contract I've done for TV, they do stupid shit like he could be no less than 2 on the call sheet. He has to be.
That's another thing
the
I've heard.
Second title, you know.
See, I've
Like-
never been on a call sheet, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Once with you on a student film, but
Did we have a call
Yeah.
sheet for that?
we did.
Oh Jesus Christ!
They
did that
tried
call
everything. They had everything with like.
sheet. Oh yeah.
They tried to do it all professionally, and it just.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just one of those things where I go, I don't give a fuck if the audience isn't looking, going, they know who's in it,
Right.
but they go, hey, you're gonna be the second title card.
Now, how big of a
I'm
deal
like,
is?
I'd rather have more money.
Now, how big a deal is a card that says guest star?
Guest star. Well, isn't that a different thing?
Fucking stupid thing. Guest star is a big deal if it says guest starring
Yeah.
Yeah,
so and so.
that's what I meant.
And when they say title card, they go, you have your own title card. It's like if you notice in movies and stuff, it will have multiple actors on the same font, you know, like we have at the end with the producers.
Yeah.
That is a big thing too. Like, do I have my... And what's fucked up too, I know a lot of actors that actually give a fuck about that. You know, like if you watch a movie and you see Sam Rockwell by himself and you see Sean Penn by himself, but then you see a list of like...
2 names. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Actors
yeah,
together?
Yeah.
Some actors actually, I don't care if I'm in it, I'm in it.
Yeah.
But there are actors that go, why the fuck is my name on the same title card with another actor?
Is that a thing that is like in contract negotiations?
Yeah, that's
Like
part of it.
See, that's what I was gonna
loan
ask.
credit versus like grouped in with 2.
And
like,
here's what I was going to
that's
ask with
really
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Here's what I was going to ask with that. Is there a money difference? Like a big time? Is it because those guys aren't making as much money as this one
That has to
guy?
be it, right?
That is, and that's my point, is like, because actors give a fuck about their name just being by itself, it's like, that's one of the things when they say we did a good job, they go, hey, I know you're getting paid wildly less than everybody else on this thing, but we got your own font on a fucking scene.
Yeah.
Like they're throwing you a bone or something?
Interesting.
And I sat down with some agents, and I'm not going to name them, but I asked about that, and I was like, do people really give a fuck? And they were like, you have no idea how many actors are furious when they see first cuts that their name is on something
I
else.
bet people you know personally give a fuck that you don't.
Oh, I know. By the way, people we're really close to
That
who
like
have been-
actually give a fuck about
not
shit.
just give a fuck. I have watched
damn it.
them curse people out about it.
When what is
I got a cut.
and what is it that makes them like, you know?
Do you know why I got cut? Can I tell you why I got this cut?
How?
It's so stupid. And as soon as I did it, I'm like, don't get cut. So I ate a little yogurt. And you know the little Yoplait light
I know exactly
yogurt?
what you're about to say. I know
When
exactly
you peel
what you're about to say.
it's like an aluminum.
Yep. It's a weapon. Yep. I've done that.
in my mouth to get the yogurt
Yep.
off of it.
Yep.
I put it in my mouth before I
Oh, you
spoon
mean
out
like
of the
the
actual
thing that it's on?
the lid.
Yep.
The little. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a tin foil where you peel it off,
Yep.
but it's like tin foil.
It turns
Yeah.
into like a prison
It's
weapon.
a ninja star. So I pull it off, and I'm like, it'll be okay.
Yep.
Blood, you
I know
know.
exactly that. We used to do those.
It's right in here.
It's right here,
So it's one of those. It's like a zit on the nose.
and
where
it feels like
fucking
I have a
hurts.
and it feels like I have a fat lip.
Yeah, we used to do that for the instead of spoons. We wouldn't bring spoons. We would just
Right.
use that as the spoon as kids. We
The lid?
Yeah, because it's like a that was like we thought it was kind of cool with like
co-
applesauce.
oh, what do you, like,
You'd like
fold
fold
it?
it in half, and then that would be your spoon.
Well, you
you
didn't
cut
think
the
it was
sh-
kind of cool. You just did that.
Did you cut the shit
Well-
out of your mouth?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
The Yoplait lid, that shit is so sharp.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
be
like
right back
dangerously
with the
sharp.
whitest conversation
Yeah.
you've ever heard.
Here's why I'm making more white. Here's why I'm beginning in the Yoplaits.
Man.
Because Trader Joe's has such long lines, and Trader Joe's has their own like line of yogurts that I actually love. But I'm like, I'll try the Yoplaits because the line's shorter at Albertsons or wherever the fuck I went.
White.
And now I'm cutting my lip on Yoplait lids. Also, why don't you have a lid? Just
Yeah.
peel off.
It's cheaper to make, I guess.
I would think.
Although some of those yogurts were fucking phenomenal, though.
It's
Remember
just sugar. It's
Yogurt?
just sugar. They're all just. It's just dessert.
No.
Yogurt is sugar. Yeah.
No, not all of it. You get the light.
Yeah. But it's just then it's just the fake weird sugar. That's probably worse for you than actual sugar.
Fake weird shit.
You know, like diet. All diet stuff is it has to be so bad for you. It's all just chemicals.
Oh, because of that. What do they call that?
Like
Aspartame?
sucralose and all that
Aspartame.
bullshit. It's
By
all
the way, just to
yeah.
just to misquote my little brother giving me information and retaining information at a C level. So that's my disclaimer for what I'm going to say. Aspartame only affects people that have an aspartame allergy. That's why they
I
get
don't even
cancer.
actually know what aspartame.
Aspartame.
It's the stuff that they replace when they make a diet soda. When they
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
replace the sugar with this stuff.
And that's the cool fucking both coast conversation about it, where it's like, well,
Yeah,
no,
but
you know
that's
you're gonna
worse.
get cancer if you drink a Diet Coke. It's like, no, is that true? And I asked my little brother, and he goes, I'm so fucking sick and tired of
So
that shit.
it's a specific
Wait, no, hold on. Wait, no,
allergy.
wait, what did he say?
He basically said, like, it's an allergy. It's the same with gluten-free. Gluten-free doesn't matter unless you have a gluten allergy. If you have a gluten allergy, it's like having a peanut allergy. You fucking go into cardiac arrest. And an aspartame allergy, basically, aspartame is designed, like in sugar-free Red Bull, when people get sugar Red Bull and then, instead of sugar-free, that is so stupid. Because sugar will kill you with diabetes and shit way faster than sugar-free. But the aspartame in it, people go, well, you get cancer. Motherfucker, no. If you have an aspartame allergy, what it means is it gets stuck in your system.
Yeah.
An aspartame allergy is something where it gets stuck, whereas aspartame is designed to just go through you. If you're
Make you a cylinder.
I was about to say normal human, but just a human. Usually it just goes through you. But if you have an aspartame allergy, it gets stuck somewhere, and that can create a cancer.
Is that common?
What's
never
more,
heard
you know
of
what's
that.
really
And
impressive to me
gluten
right
is
now?
just. Whew.
You know what's really impressive? That you retained all that when your brother told you that. Literally would have went link
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I'm a listener, but also he would, if he was here. I also have a lot of PTSD
He'd
with
correct-
smart
he
people.
would
He'd be
correct
like,
the shit out of
First
you."
off, you're completely wrong, and don't throw my medical license under
Yeah,
the thing.
keep my
'cause you don't-
name out of your fucking mouth.
How much did he tell me the opposite of that? And I just
It's like one of the leading causes of cancer.
Yeah, right.
Nobody
We'll
was
probably get emails about it.
Brent, actually no one should have gluten. So my brother said that if you have a gluten allergy, aspartame is going to give you cancer. Aspartame will never give you cancer. That's the
We will get emails probably. Right?
I know my dad and I one time got really sick because we ate a bunch of sugar-free candies. We both were just like running to the bathroom, like alternating. We think we have like an allergy to that, like the fake sugar stuff.
Like you had shits.
Yeah.
okay.
We were like completely like trading places because we were just eating these like York peppermint patties that were sugar free. We were eating so many of them.
We could eat all of them now because they're sugar free.
I think it was probably like that. We were like, oh, these are good. And then we were all like,
Well, how much did you eat though? Too?
Oh, like
Anything.
not that many. It was like
If you have
four
too much
little-
water, you'll die. You know
Yeah,
what
I don't
mean?
think it was like that. I don't think we were
okay.
like having a
I'm
competition.
just picturing the two of them going.
No. It's like no.
You know what I'm thinking about right now is people emailing us about this,
What we're talking about now.
which is a good thing in this situation. But the dad mad in me, I hate people that like leave comments on Instagram correcting you. Sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like saying, it's actually you're wrong. So blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
I feel bad because my mom made me a mask for the
Made us masks. By
Made
the way,
us,
shout
yeah.
out. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And I posted a picture with it on, and I wore it upside down. I wore it wrong.
I didn't know that.
I wore it wrong. But that's why I told you guys how to wear it, because I got my
I
mom's like,
snapped my first
yo,
one.
you
off.
got, but this girl goes, make sure that, oh my God, that's so amazing, but make sure that it's this, and make sure that, I'm like, my mom made this for me. I'm not going to make sure, like, I'm going to go correct my mom's amazing sewing ability. I can't make them.
Yeah.
So what's the point in kind of telling me that?
Yeah.
But of course, I get that was a sweet thing for them to do to make sure I'm okay. But like,
Oh, it's frustrating.
but I commented back, "Hey, ... Come on." Then they deleted the
Very
comment.
smooth.
Then they
Oh, they
deleted
did?
the comment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really.
Okay. I
do have to.
got my limits, you guys.
I wish I could remember the name, but somebody commented, and they're probably listening because they were listening to the podcast, and I had the huge tooth problem, and they actually left a comment with a bunch of really good information,
Oh, that's cool.
and I thought that was great.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
hey,
Those
whoever
are
you
great.
Thank you.
Where are we at?
We're 45.
Oh, great.
Come on. We're just getting started.
I know. We're cooking.
Cooking with grease. We got any emails?
Yeah.
Dude, I still can't
Yeah.
get my Propecia, so if anybody wants to write me a prescription, my whole doctor's office
Hey,
is
give 'em the
completely
P.O. box.
shifted. They keep going, due to high demand, you know.
I just realized, have we been updating people on the post P.O. box? We have a P.O. box that you could.
Yeah, it's in the YouTube description if you want to send us anything.
Can I
It's
tell you
like-
most?
Or in
can I
the
tell you
podcast.
something?
It's in the Apple podcast.
Let me tell you
description and the
something.
YouTube.
Most people are lazy as shit. Sorry, I'm one of them.
It's true, though.
Sometimes you got to give it to them, even though it's where they can find it themselves.
It is.
Just put it on the screen and go like this.
Yeah,
There you go. Boom.
there. That's what it is.
That's the P.O. box.
right there.
Perfect.
Can I ask you a question on top of that? Why on YouTube do people do this and a bell rings? What's the bell for?
Oh, to set up notifications. That's a good thing. If you guys hit that bell on our YouTube, and it'll notify you of our.
Yeah.
It's notifications.
Yeah.
You're subscribed, and then you hit the bell, and you'll get notifications when there's a new episode.
Yeah. Do that. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell, baby.
Hit the
Yeah,
bell.
because everybody.
I used to
see,
wonder
like,
that same thing too.
Hey man, just subscribe and then bing,
Yep.
and it does that
Yeah.
shit that bothers
I had
me.
to ask one of my young friends what that meant, but I found
I don't
out.
know anything.
I said young friends. Burned them.
It's all you can do though, man. I'm getting caught up on YouTube vids, Space Jam. What have I watched? Unabomber thing.
Oh, what did you think?
I loved it.
Are you done yet?
I finished the whole. Yeah, it was 4
Wait,
eps.
what Unabomber again?
Unabomber in
Crystalia
his
recommended this fucking
Yeah.
doc to us.
What is it?
What's
Unabomber in his own words.
On Netflix?
There's like
Yeah, it's on
interviewing him in prison and shit.
You know what I actually thought about? You know what I thought about? His hairline. when he got caught and he's all puffed out, I went, "Look at that mane, dude. That is some hair."
Such a funny thing to focus on.
I-
Just murdering people. You're like, he's got a good.
Dude, he had like a
haircut."
169 IQ and shit. Like,
Yeah, this dude was.
he's fucking insane. Like, at the end of the day, you're insane. You can't
Sometimes
not be mental ill.
That's why I'm glad sometimes I'm not that smart. I'm like, if I was a genius, I'd be fucking crazy.
I think a lot of geniuses are crazy.
Yeah.
Of course they are, because they have to think about a lot of shit.
you-
Idiots have the happiest lives.
Yeah.
you ever had
I feel
your
like I've heard
IQ?
you say that.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an IQ test?
Yeah.
What is it, 86?
High.
It's 80, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you bet.
Have you ever done one for real?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
How do you? Can you do it online?
You can do it online. They're not that
Sounds the same.
accurate, but
It'd
if
be
you
funny
go
if it's.
and
You know what's
get one
funny? If it
done.
was quick, we should do that for the Patreon. We should all take IQ tests and just see.
Mine's
I'm
in
actually don't want to know mine now. 'Cause I think I've lost a lot of brain cells.
mine's not as much as it
Yeah.
used to be.
I wonder if how quick it is. I'll keep.
My
I'll-
parents actually thought I was special, so I had to take one all the time. They would
Didn't you
put me
say
in a little
because
room. They had to put me in a room?
the size of your head?
Yeah, because my head was this size as a baby.
You know what they would call you in my neighborhood?
Stewie?
Cabezón.
What does that mean?
Cabezón. Cabeza is head. Cabeza. And then you'd be cabezón.
Why son?
Just like a nickname, like you're the head guy. You're the guy with the
fucking-
head.
Also, 80's so low. You
Yeah,
piece of
80's
shit.
really-
I didn't
By the
realize
way,
that a
speaking
scale.
of that,
High
that's a
is
good
like
question. I think we talked about.
130.
One of us talked about this.
Fucking asshole.
Is it the same? Like SATs change from 1600 to
tooth's
now
hurting now.
2400 or something?
I don't
right?
know. All I see right now is below 70 is lower extreme.
Uh-huh.
70 to 84 is below average.
Mm-hmm.
85 to 114 is average. 115 to 129 is above average. 130 to 144 is gifted, and then above 44 is highly gifted.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm in the 140 range.
I was 143.
Really?
Yeah, but that's
Sorry, the way
had
I
to-
said that was so shitty. I apologize.
No,
I said,
it's
really?
I was gonna
It's very
say,
understandable,
Will?
by the way. But I had to get tested every year, and I didn't know what I was doing. They're like, put these blocks here. I go, So all the way, seriously, all the way up until high school, they would put me in a private room, test my IQ, and I was like, what is
What
this?
do they test you on the IQ test?
I dropped 22 points. I think I told you that story. The last time I had to do it with this specialist was because it's the real IQ test is like a 3-hour test, or a 2-hour test. I don't know. But I dropped on freshman year in high school. They made me do it in the library, and they were showing Top Gun to students.
So you're watching the show.
Yeah, because we had the glass. You know when they had glass
Yeah,
rooms?
yeah.
So I'm like, so my ADD, because I was so ADD, I was like, Blue. And then doing shit like that. And they went, your son had a dramatic drop in his IQ test.
Because Top Gun was on.
Here's what it actually.
I bet mine is probably 104 now.
Here's what it actually consists of. The IQ test consists of a number of tasks measuring various
solving.
measures of intelligence, including short-term memory, analytical thinking, mathematical ability, and spatial recognition. I don't know what spatial recognition is.
Basically problem solving.
Yeah.
It's based on like your problem solving skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's why whenever that one time you told me you did that escape room and you just couldn't get out, so the workers had to come find you, the people that worked there. Escape room.
I didn't do
it was
that.
on the news, wasn't it?
It was on the news. You kept going like face first into a mirror.
Yeah, and when they took him out, he was naked and he was in a fetal position, right? And they had to use a crane.
like,
I remember
And
that.
I'm just like, did I win?
And then like, what's this guy's IQ? And you're like, it's 80.
Jason told me 80. 80 is good, right?
It's kind of fucked up
Sorry,
my
Will.
family to make me take an IQ test. Like, once they knew I wasn't special, why'd they keep doing it?
They were like, maybe he is now.
Well, the problem is like I would write essays. They would be like, "What'd you do this summer?" I wrote ball, and then ball I liked, so I wrote 10 pages of ball. So I understand. I just didn't know what school
He would write
was.
the word ball over and over and over. I'm not making a joke. That's true, right?
Yeah, I wrote it,
That's first of all the most sarcastic a kid could be.
and I handed it in first.
Yeah.
And when I did cursive, I just knew one word, so I just did that. And then I used to just leave the class and stuff like that. I didn't know what school was. I was never good at school.
My big problem was I was dyslexic.
I
Dyslexia is fucked because you can't read out. You're reading out loud because you see it backwards. You write it. Ugh, it's the worst.
Same. I mean, I built my career off dyslexia, so it's like I'm the same. When you have 2 English teachers at home and a brother who's a doctor, another one who's a concert pianist, and he's a genius, prodigy, it's a fucking terrible childhood. Like, not in the sense that they're the best parents in the world, but like when you're sandwiched between 2 smartasses who know every Jeopardy answer and you're spelling shit backwards, it's like it makes you not want to do school.
Yeah.
So I hated school because I was like, I don't really know this, but I do know I taught myself how to swim, ride a bike, how to ski, how to throw. I'm ambidextrous because of it. I know how to draw, paint, anything I liked.
Did you just say how to see? It
Ski.
sounded like ski. Taught myself how to
confused me
see.
enough.
How'd you do that? I opened my eyes and there it goes.
I would cry if I ever had a lesson in something. So
Ugh. I was this kid. I was the guy that if it was hard, if I didn't pick it up quickly and naturally, didn't do it.
see ya. Yeah.
Didn't fucking do it. Went skiing once. Crashed big time. The ski pole, the end of it, here's the thing. I wanted to be the best at it immediately.
Yeah.
So the first time I ever went skiing, I didn't take a lesson and I didn't hit the bunny slope. We're like, we're going to that one up there.
Was that your dad?
It was me and my brother and some guy, like high school. This was like high school.
Where'd you go skiing in high school?
Big Bear.
Oh yeah. What am I talking about?
So I
California.
go. We're going up to the top.
Yeah.
This is first, and I kind of go. So you just do this and do this? Yeah. So I start skiing, and I'm going, and then I go. Oh, I need to slow down. So I was noticing everybody was doing the little side skid thing.
Yeah.
So I do the side skid, and I flipped around, fell back, rolled. The ski pole hit my mouth, and like put a hole in my lip. It was like,
Ooh.
that was the last time I ever skied. That was it.
Absolutely.
Done.
Yeah, I'd be done too.
And then they were like, well, then take a lesson and learn how to do it. I go, no, never going to do it again.
That. I don't want to do this.
Snowboarding was easy because it was just one thing. The skis is what fucked me up.
Yeah.
The 2 different things. The snowboard was easier because you were just standing on one thing.
But that doesn't take more balance though, right? The snowboarding, isn't that more of a balance thing?
I don't know. I guess it's
I think
also
you're used to snowboarding because of surfing.
surfing.
It
was
has-
just a different weight placement. Like in surfing, you got to put your weight back. If you put your weight back on a snowboard, it goes out from underneath you. You got to keep it even, and then you ride on the rails.
Because the snowboard was actually much harder for me because that wasn't a big thing right away. And growing up in Connecticut, I would ski.
Asian.
But I'll never forget, speaking of that, me and my little brother got really good at skiing. But we didn't ski for a year and a half. And when we got back, my dad was like, why don't we take the green trail And me and Matt would always race down the mountains because we were good. Moguls, the whole thing. And I went,
dope.
nah, we know what we're doing. So we go right to the top of the mountain. And that thing of, how do I turn?
Right.
That thing, I'll never forget. We're right under the ski lift, too. And I go, and everything starts going, and I start going, all right, and just, shit, how do I turn again? And then I started thinking, like, I'm going to die. So what I did was I threw my poles up. I was smart. What I did is I threw my poles up, and I just sat on my ass, and half a mile down the mountain, skis came off, the boots came off, jacket came off, hat came off, goggles came off. It was a burst because we were going, like, too fast. And
that's
I was like,
that's another thing that scared me. The skis coming off. I'm like, I'm going to rip both my ACLs.
it was hello, darkness, smile. And I was just like, but I was like, I'm going to hit a pole under the ski lift or I'm going into a tree. And so I was like, fuck this. I literally went, save me, Jesus. And I just did that. And then my
got
dad,
religious out of nowhere.
You'll love this. So dad, when I stopped rolling, I came to a stop. My dad skis up to me, yelling at me. What the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? As that's happening, my little brother goes, and he goes right into the trees.
Oh, wow.
See, that's so
Stuck.
dangerous.
And then he goes, you know what? Fuck both of you. I'm done with both of you. Pick up your own shit. You get your fucking self down. He was so, like, couldn't express, like, I'm worried about you. So he just screamed.
See, dads do that. When we get afraid or sad, it's expressed in anger.
Yeah.
I've told so many people that. I go, you understand, I'm screaming and yelling right now because I'm upset with you. And instead of crying, I'm yelling at you.
Yeah.
That's just how I've always, not a good thing. I yelled a lot, apparently, if you ask my kids. Did a lot of yelling, a lot of inanimate objects.
Because you care.
Got fucked up. But yeah, that's instead of going, I don't like this. I go, the fuck, I don't fucking like this.
Yeah.
It's the reaction of a
You know?
dad.
Also, my favorite part of that skiing story is that not only do you take off your equipment, you took off your outfit too.
I
That's
didn't
so
take it
funny.
off.
You're like,
It came off.
No, it came off.
oh, I think you took it off.
No,
As you took
all
off the
I
skis,
did
and
was
then you're
throw
like,
my poles up. I just threw my poles up. We were going so fast that it took everything
wow.
off.
That's so funny. At the end of it all, Brent's on the bottom of the mountain and just boxers.
Yeah.
Just-
It didn't
That's
hurt.
what I was picturing.
No, it didn't hurt at all. But
God,
what
it sounds
really
painful.
hurt was my dad just going, "You piece of," and because it was the ski lift, everybody could see it.
yeah.
Such a
So
dad
all they
reaction.
see is a fucking meteor of snow.
Yeah.
And I'm in this bubble like,
See, that's missing, I think, today. That dad reaction.
yeah.
No coddling. You fucking idiot. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because guess what? You
yeah.
want to figure it out after that.
Because he would have had me on a leash when he goes, guys, let's start on the green trail, and me and my little brother outweighed him. We went, no, we're doing the top. Oh, you guys think you could do it? Yes, and we'll go to the top. So it's his fault that we went
I
up
like
there,
it.
but that's what I loved.
No
My
coddling.
little brother, little asshole, Mighty Matt, he really should have laid on his ass the way I did. I mean, that guy tumbled and flipped, and then took it personal that my dad was yelling at him. He goes, why don't you just go away? And then he went to, it was actually turned out one of my favorite trips, but he really hurt himself.
Where was this?
This was Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire, which is vertically the steepest mountain in New England.
Oh, terrifying.
So, yeah, so it was a really stupid thing to do.
The steepest mountain.
Yeah,
Let's
just the-
fucking ski it.
Yeah, because like you could ski mountains like this. Like I've skied Aspen and things, so white. But this one just did this. So when you went to the top, you basically just went.
Jeez. That's crazy.
That's wild.
I got sucked down a YouTube hole of watching skiers
Oh,
eat shit on those. And I'm like,
Oh, I can't watch that.
why were you up there in the first place?
Yeah.
I
I don't,
don't-
yeah.
yeah.
The whole thing, skiing, the whole thing is so, there's so many accidents. I know my mom like broke her leg really bad when she was younger. And like, there's moments I'm like, I don't want to do this.
So did my mom.
Well,
yeah.
you don't
Skiing-
do anything.
I know you're going to say that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
especially those things I'm like, I know I'm going to get fucked up. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I think you're smart.
I mean, you don't
that
even
way.
ride a bike. Did you have a 3-wheeler or what did you do?
I just didn't ride a bike. I was
You
like,
have a big
I didn't
wheel?
really need, I didn't live in a town where people were just riding bikes to each other's houses. Everyone drove. So it wasn't a need for it.
Kids
Wait,
at 5
at
were driving.
8
No,
years
not
old,
that,
you're
not like
driving?
that, but like as you get
Yo,
older,
Will, I'll be right over. Grabbing Dad's Bentley. Little 8-year-old. Bumping Drake.
Doing this.
yeah,
Like Little Rascals.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
Little
mentioned that.
rascals.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the episode. To send us out, Will, why don't you try it again? I
Yep.
believe I can fly to the camera
wanna
like
hear
somebody
it.
you love
Beautifully, please.
beautifully. Mean it.
I believe I can fly.
Dog, it's just not there for me,
Okay.
dog.
What? Really?
Little pitchy on that one.
I can do it
dog.
again.
Wasn't that how his name
Come on,
was?
Randy.
Yeah, that's all.
Come on, dog. Let me try it again, dog.
All right, well,
With
it's
the
racist
number.
what he does.
Yeah,
Isn't
no,
it?
it's weird.
No, but that's
Racist?
what they said.
No,
All right.
Will's racist. All right, we'll see
No.
you guys on Sunday brunch.
Monday.
Hold on, let's make sure to do still rate and review on iTunes.
Rate.
and YouTube subscribe. That's a big one.
Review.
Tell a friend. You know the deal.
Tell your friends.
Patreon's up and popping.
Patreon up and popping.
We got a lot of people who are just go with it. We have a lot of people who are seeing the bonus content. Don't miss out.
Don't you miss that.
This is the exclusive stuff that we put a
Why
lot
was
of
Will
fun
doing
into.
Tiger Beat?
Exclusivity.
Did you see the way Will's holding his shoulder?
Tiger Beat?
He's doing like
You guys
Tiger
just-
Beat magazine. When all
I
You
didn't
should
even
have a
realize I was
tuft
doing
of hair
that.
coming out of your beanie. You guys just
Yeah,
come see us
right.
on the
It's whatever.
got fog eyes.
Patreon.com/thelion'sdenpod. Go there. Be a producer.
Boom.
And yeah.
And
Thanks,
we love
everyone.
you guys, and thank you so much for everything.
Boom.
We are friends, digging each other.